Hillary Clinton just stepped back into the spotlight, and many are calling it payback. Republicans demanded she sit for a deposition tied to the Epstein investigation. She didn't fight it. She didn't dodge it. She agreed. And then she went further. Clinton, former Secretary of State, former U.S. Senator, said she wanted it done publicly. Open the doors, let the press in, put everything on the record. Her message was straightforward. If this is about accountability, let the American people see it. Republicans said no. The deposition would stay private. Clinton complied anyway. She said she'd show up regardless, but her preference for transparency was clear. So, today in New York, it happened. And what unfolded inside that room raised immediate questions. During the session, Republican members, including Lauren Boebert, were reportedly seen taking photos inside the deposition room. According to those present, those images were being shared with conservative media personalities in real time. Clinton's team objected on the spot. If this proceeding is supposed to be private, she argued, then the rules apply to everyone. No photos, no outside sharing, no political theater, and once again, she made the same request she'd made from the beginning. Open it up. Let journalists in. Let Americans watch. House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer shut it down. The deposition, he said, would remain confidential. The session continued. Clinton answered questions. Many of them centered on the Clinton Global Initiative, along with other topics that Democrats described as wide-ranging and, at times, far removed from the Epstein investigation itself. Now, Democrats are calling for the full transcript to be released immediately. Their argument, if Republicans were confident in what they had, there would be no reason to keep it hidden. They're also pointing to something else. While Clinton was questioned for hours today, other figures with direct connections to the Epstein investigation have faced far less scrutiny. Some Republican members who attended her deposition reportedly skipped other scheduled proceedings, including the deposition of Les Wexner, the Ohio businessman with known financial ties to Epstein. The question Democrats are asking is simple. Why Clinton and not others? And why refuse cameras after she publicly invited them in? Following the deposition, Democratic lawmakers gathered outside the building for a press conference. Among them, Robert Garcia, the ranking member of the House Oversight Committee. He described what he says happened inside that room and why Democrats believe the public deserves to see every word of that transcript. Here's what he said. Then Democratic man Wallen Shaw, let's play this clip.
Secretary Clinton is also completely cooperating with the deposition and the committee and is answering questions in full faith and in good faith. What is not acceptable is oversight Republicans breaking their own committee rules that they established with the secretary and her team, which you've all reported and you've seen by releasing photos. Not acceptable, and it was gracious of the secretary and her team to continue the deposition.
More from Garcia here.
Getting this video transcript out immediately.
And to be clear, she's answering every question.
To be clear, she's answering all the questions.
Taking the fifth at all?
To be clear, she's answering all the questions. I think I can safely say that she's not taking the fifth.
Mr. Garcia,
Last question.
in terms of her relation,
More from Garcia here.
Lastly, I want to also add that this committee has now set a new precedent about talking to presidents and former presidents. And we're demanding immediately that we ask President Trump to testify in front of our committee and be deposed in front of oversight Republicans and Democrats. And that should happen immediately. He is the person that appears almost more than anyone else in the committee, and it needs to happen right now.
Mr. Chairman, do you distinguish at all between president and a former president and a sitting president? I mean, is there something in there? Because they will say, wait a minute, we know what the court ruled on his immunity.
We should depose the person that is mentioned in the Epstein files almost more than any other person next to Ghislaine Maxwell, and that's Donald Trump.
Mr. Rankin,
we're gonna have a couple comments and then we're gonna.
The Congresswoman continued. She shifted to new reporting that surfaced this week and what she described as a stunning development involving the U.S. Department of Justice. According to her, the DOJ is engaged in what she called one of the most serious cover-ups in modern American history. She pointed specifically to more than 50 pages of material that were either heavily redacted or entirely withheld, pages that reportedly contain allegations from a minor involving Donald Trump. She urged people not to forget something important. She reminded viewers that Kash Patel previously testified under oath before the Senate Judiciary Committee. During that testimony, he stated that the FBI had no credible evidence showing additional individuals were involved in the broader child sex trafficking operation connected to Epstein. But here's where the tension rises. The documents now being withheld, the ones tied to allegations against President Trump, reportedly originated from the FBI itself. She emphasized a critical detail. The FBI interviewed this particular witness 4 separate times. Her argument was clear. Federal investigators do not conduct 4 interviews with the same witness unless they believe the matter is serious and worth pursuing. So the question becomes unavoidable. If these allegations were significant enough for multiple FBI interviews, why were more than 50 pages kept from the public? She called for immediate action. Patel, she said, should be brought back before the House Oversight Committee. He should be questioned again, this time in light of the newly revealed information. Her message was direct and urgent. The American people deserve answers. And she warned, the country is paying attention. Let's play this clip.
And today we are sitting through an incredibly unserious clown show of a deposition where members of Congress and the Republican Party are more concerned about getting their photo op of Secretary Clinton than actually getting to the truth and holding anyone accountable.